Hey everyone, my name is 𝐵Righteous from Identity. I cover mostly RPG looter shooters and make content that consists of builds, guides, and gameplay. If that's something you're interested in, then please drop a like and don't hesitate to subscribe. But I played the Outriders demo and got to experience it for the very first time, and I definitely appreciate you all stopping by to support my live stream. It was really cool hanging out with all of you. So I was on that demo all day. Reason being is that I wanted to experience all classes and max them out to level 7, which was the highest you can get to in the demo. One thing I will say is that every single class plays completely different, and once you play with them, you'll find one that fits your playstyle. You cannot go into there as a pyromancer, then play as a devastator thinking it'll be the same experience. It's one thing I love about the game, and I can definitely respect that. I stated in one of my previous videos that I was afraid Outriders would be too easy because of all that you're able to do regarding abilities, how powerful they make you against the enemy. But the healing mechanic each class comes with forces you to play aggressively, which is more challenging. It makes you go out into the open where there is more risk because it's a cover-based shooter, and that's where your protection mainly lies in these genre of games. If you stay in cover too long, the enemies have abilities and weapons that can get you killed quick. I mean, the NPCs are smart. And not to mention how the world tier system exponentially increases the difficulty, even in the demo. So it has its own unique element of challenge that I haven't experienced in many other games. The boss fights have mechanisms that confront you in ways other than the bullet spongy nature we're used to. So it gives you a satisfying experience that has a healthy balance between both challenging and fun. You feel like you've accomplished something afterwards. You aren't the only ones that are altered either, because the lieutenants that you come across are also tough. They have healing mechanics and anomaly powers that they use against you as well, which can destroy you if you don't play tactful. I said before that Outriders is a fusion of Gears of War, Destiny, and The Division 2. But after, it feels less like Destiny and so much like Gears of War and Mass Effect Andromeda with its gameplay. The Division 2 comes into the picture with the build system. Some say it feels like Anthem without the ability to fly. But I never played Anthem, so I'll just have to take their word for it. But if you notice, the gore and cover system feels almost exactly like Gears, especially the way sniping works. The nostalgia is real right now for me because I used to be obsessed with the Gears of War series. I'm really loving Outriders. Most importantly, I can see how build making works. That's mostly what I do in the Division 2. The system is so similar. Look at how on the skill tree they have 3 paths. One to increase weapon damage, the other for your survivability, and finally your anomaly power and damage. On the Division, it's almost the same. Weapon damage, armor, and skill tier. So you can play completely different depending on which path you choose to follow. And the awesome aspect of this is that you can change it whenever you like by resetting the skill tree. One thing I wish they had is the ability to attach mods to your weapons, giving them a more customizable feel, but I do understand why you can't though. It's how the game mechanics are built, and it would make sense in that context. Now, from looking at the gameplay movement, it may seem like it's clunky. I thought that too when I was watching it before I played. The cover system is not as smooth as the Division's fluidity, but Outriders has a certain fluidity to its movement that you'll need to get used to, but it doesn't feel clunky to me. It's something you'll just need to experience for yourself to really understand. Oh yeah, you're probably wondering how the co-op experience was playing with my friends. Well, at first it seemed bugged because I couldn't play with anybody while streaming. Maybe too many people were trying to do that at the same time. So I waited a couple of hours later to do that, and I was able to link up with 2 clanmates. And it was great. The difficulty scaled based on your group, which made it even more challenging. But it was cool because we got to feed off each other's abilities. It was really awesome to see how that synergy worked. I didn't know what to expect coming into the Outriders demo, how it would play or whether or not I would like it. And if you know me, have been following my videos, then you know that I don't sugarcoat things. If I don't like something, it shows. That being said, I was pleasantly surprised with this demo and cannot wait for the full game to release in just over a month. It's a game I can legitimately bring to my channel to cover alongside the Division 2. I know Outriders will have some flaws, but what game doesn't, you know? I just know there weren't many flaws in this demo. Maybe I gotta play the full game to really measure its pros and cons, but a demo is not like a beta where your feedback will change certain aspects of it before release. A demo is an actual part of the finished product they're allowing you to test for free. Your progression is saved, so you just continue once the game comes out. My first impressions of this game were that it's been a very long time since I've had this much fun in another game besides the Division 2 in its glory days. I think people can fly just want players to experience that. being powerful and wreaking havoc on everything in sight. Not a bad thing in my opinion. I hope I was able to shed some light on Outriders and that you got some information which will help you make a decision on whether or not you'll purchase Outriders in April. Stay tuned for my 5 beginners combat tips video coming soon. I think something like this will be needed for new players because this game is not like many others I've played. I appreciate all you watching this video and I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next one. Until then, be right out.